I'm recording sneezes. I guess it's
Hi.
working.
We're back. I hit undeafen, and the Twitch channel would have just heard you say, it's because I'm recording sneezes.
Me and Keith were just having some like game strategizing.
Oh, some planning, some plans and some strats.
Just sort of talking about how the game's going.
Yeah, that's important. Especially for these Den of Thieves that is Dax and Darren.
Mm-hmm.
So
Everything is going wicked super good.
everything is going wicked super good. I'm very safe.
Mm-hmm.
So let's load up the tilt. Here we go. I'm going to read about the tilt because it is kind of fiddly. Let's put Chrome back on the screen. As Act 1 wraps up, you'll have some dice in front of you as the result of the preceding scenes. Roll them all and add all the black dice together and all the white dice together, then subtract the higher from the lower. Okay. So now
Wait, hang on. I thought which ones are we rolling?
We're rolling our own
12.
We're rolling our own dice. The ones in front of the ones in front of
right.
us. So everybody roll the dice in front of you.
Can just right click on them and hit multi-sided and then random side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right click, multi-sided, random side. Okay.
How did I get 2 fucking ones?
Then you want to
So are you 0? You got a 0.
add all the black dice together, add all the white dice together, and then subtract the higher from the lower. For
12.
example, if you have 1 black and 1 white die and roll 6 and 4 respectively, that's 2 black. Why is
I
it?
have 0.
So Janine, you have 0. It says here. Cool. I have subtract the higher from the lower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So Jack, you're 4.
4
Allie,
white,
you're 7.
7 black.
7 black. I'm a 12 white.
Why are you a 12 white? Shouldn't you be 0? Oh, because
No,
you added them together.
I have 2 whites, and you add the whites together, and then subtract the black, which I have none of.
No,
So I'm
subtract
at
the
12.
higher from the lower.
No, but it's only you
Yeah,
subtract.
but
You don't
it's
subtract white
black
from
and
white.
white separately.
I see.
Yeah. Right.
Man.
Yeah. So I have the highest possible roll, I think.
Okay, so
I guess I could have had 3 dice. That's possible.
the player with the highest white total, that is Keith, and the player with the highest black total, which is Allie.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Probably.
I feel great about this. Each get to choose tilt elements. The tilt is a standard list of details, just like needs, objects, and locations, but this time it represents disruptive, game-changing events, people, and impulses. Roll the unused dice in the central pile. I'm going to do that. You're going to want some random numbers.
Okay.
Going to re-roll these. Now we finally got
Okay.
some 6s. Okay.
Is this in the zoo, or is this in the? This is in the zoo, right? The zoo PDF, or is this in?
No, this
I
is in
think
the Fiasco
the
rulebook.
tilt
The
is
tilt
in
table
there.
is in the rulebook.
Oh, I
So,
couldn't find it.
I
it's
put
on
it in chat. I'll put it in chat again.
page 56. Use the
56,
results
okay.
of the roll to pick elements from the tilt list, as during the setup, with each high-scoring player choosing a general and a specific element. This is a good time to ask for input from other players who may have really good ideas. It's also a good time to privilege your own character's big finish. Pick tilt elements you're excited about, and will have the potential to take the game in an intriguing direction. You're injecting trouble, so don't be shy. Write the new details on their own index cards and put them in the center of the table. These are fair game for anybody and are not relationship specific. Chances are everyone will know right where they belong. Then you reassemble the dice pile. Then it says take a break, but we did that. And then we play Act 2, which is the same as Act 1, except instead of giving dice to people, we, take them for ourselves.
So we each do 1. Allie and I each do 1.
You each pick a category and a a sort of a complication from within it.
Yeah. Okay. So Allie, we as the high scorers. No, how about I'll open this up to everybody. I don't want to close it off.
Hang on, I'm just
This is
finding the
where
tilt table.
So we have a 6 and we have a 1, which means we have to decide right now if this lion plan is a stupid plan executed to perfection or if it's not.
So we should say before we decide this that the categories on the tilt table are 1. Mayhem, 2. Tragedy, 3. Innocence, 4. Guilt, 5. Paranoia, 6. Failure.
Yeah.
So, okay.
There's a lot of different kinds of failure here.
Yeah.
But a stupid plan executed to perfection is kind of the only positive one that like really, really fits with what we're doing. So I think we have to like either pick that or knock it out immediately.
Okay, yeah, because I'm kind of torn. If we're using the 6s, I'm kind of torn between that and fear leads to a fateful decision.
We can do both. Oh, we can't do both.
Yeah.
We can do 2 different 6s. We could do like stupid plan executed to perfection and you thought it was taken care of but it wasn't, or a tiny mistake leads to ruin. We could do both of those.
Yeah.
So we can have 2 failures if you want.
What's the rest of the table thing? Because I am fine with this plan being executed perfectly.
I think it's interesting if the thing that we're dealing with in Act 2 is not the plan itself, but the aftermath of the plan.
Yeah, and
if
so
the
we
plan
should.
itself goes perfectly. That doesn't mean everything else does.
There's 2 other plans that can.
So we should also
faster.
pick. We should also pick. So if we pick 6-1, a stupid plan executed to perfection, and then we pick. How many of these are we making? We're just
2,
doing
right?
2, right? Yeah,
We're doing 2. Yeah.
So
One
we should.
each.
Yeah, we should
One
pick
for Allie, one for
a
Kate.
stupid plan executed to. Oh, the last dice is wild as well. That is a good point.
But we don't have. We're not using the last dice. We're not using all of these dice, right? We're just using
No, it's
4.
It is just 4, right?
Yeah, so we don't have a last die in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking through this list.
So I feel
Mayhem is a fun one. Magnificent self-destruction. A dangerous animal gets loose.
Innocence, a well-meaning stranger intervenes is also interesting.
Yeah.
I also really like Innocence. The wrong guy gets busted.
Oh, that's potentially really good because I love that because 6-1 suggests that, like you said, this is going to go off without a hitch, and then 3-3, the wrong guy gets busted, suggests that despite the fact that it goes off without a hitch finds an innocent guy. I mean, do we want to do that? Do we want to do failure, a stupid plan executed to perfection?
Oh, we can't do 3-3. We don't have a second 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but people in the chat, Andrew Potts in the chat points out the 4th dice counts as the last dice. Like the last die you would commit to the tilt is wild.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm trying to look through this list to see what, like, a sudden reversal is interesting, but
All
I do
of these
really
are so good.
I get busted.
Yeah.
We also have this is 5-2 goes really well with 6-1. What seems like dumb luck isn't. Things are afoot.
That one's also really good. That one's also really good.
Oh wow. I hate making decisions.
I'm on team. I think I'm on team. Stupid plan executed to perfection. Wrong guy gets busted.
Okay.
I think that's where I fall.
There's also like keep in mind like not to focus too much on the lion plan.
That
My
is true.
lion plan, not
There's other
not
stuff
Jack's plan.
Yeah,
happening
there's
here, yeah.
so many plans happening at this point. Everybody has a plan. Yeah, I think the wrong guy gets busted.
There's lots of things the wrong guy could get busted for.
Yeah. Who's the wrong
There's lots
person?
of reasons why someone would get busted for something. If there's a lot of wrong guys, sometimes the wrong guy for one thing is the right guy for something else.
Okay.
Or we could just find someone who's totally innocent.
I'm gonna go for 3 and 3, unless if anyone
your
else
call.
has suggestions.
It's
Yeah.
your call.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got no additional.
So
Okay.
we should probably write this down somewhere on the screen, right?
Yeah. Let me
Mhm.
see. Well, we need a new. You know what?
Like an
got it.
index card or something.
Oh, that's not it.
I can just put a new index card in. It's not that hard.
Not like I would write it on the top in red, so we would always see it. That
You
was
would not see
me.
red on brown.
Me try.
That would not quite work out. I'm gonna put it in this top corner here. Badoop, badoop. A stupid plan to execute to perfection. And
The wrong guy gets
the wrong
busted.
guy gets busted. Copy and paste it. Do those die go back in the middle or no?
Yes, all the dice get returned back to the middle at this point.
Except
the
Oh,
your
except for
attention.
our dice. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
God, that was close.
It's like an
Okay, and
even
so-
split.
So the way the dice work is a little bit different this time around. We don't distribute
Pass them
them.
around. No, we keep them.
We keep them. When someone gives one to us
Mhm.
for our scene, it is ours.
Yeah.
Oh, but we're still assigning them. It's just we keep them.
Yeah. Yeah.
During like somebody else's scene, I mean. Okay.
Mhm. If someone
Right.
sets a scene, then it still gets assigned.
Okay.
Okay. Allie,
Hello.
you're up, I think.
Yeah. So it's either establish or resolve.
Yes.
Mhm.
And do we want to did we want to start this like the video has been posted at this point, or do we want to go a little farther, like stay with the storyline a little longer?
I think for the way this is, we can say that like if it's a stupid plan executed to perfection, the wrong guy gets busted, those things have to have happened. So I don't know how much farther we want to get away from that, because the aftermath seems like what our scenes will probably be about.
Oh, I was
Right?
thinking that we were going to see the plan on screen.
I don't think we can do that, because then you wouldn't be able to give it a black die, because it's written in as a stupid plan executed to perfection, right?
Oh.
Oh.
Or on the other hand, I guess executed to perfection does not necessarily mean success.
Yes, that's true. There are lots of different
Yeah.
criteria for
The
success.
plan itself could go perfectly, but other things are happening at the same time. I don't know.
I say we do it. I say we play to find out what happens, knowing that it's also a stupid plan that's gonna go perfectly.
Hmm.
Okay.
So
And-
we're all here for this.
We're all here.
I think so.
Okay. I think I'm gonna resolve. Am I still allowed to do it at that point, since we've like established it as a group? Now we just play the scene and then
I guess, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
because we have all decided this is what the scene is, so.
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
So it's the-
So Never, I think, is there with her phone out. Like, she is
Have people
She
showed
probably
up?
has a DSLR for this or something.
Ooh.
Was this
Are you-
an advertise? It was like an advertised show, right? Like, there's a bigger crowd, like, because we had to have some sort of pretense of
Mhm.
we're letting someone in. Someone won a contest to pet the cat.
Yeah,
Everybody
totally.
come watch, this guy pet the cat.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like one of the it's a performance.
Yeah.
I imagine Never did like a fake Twitter like retweet and follow
my
for
God.
your chance or whatever, and then
Yes.
he's just gonna say like, "Oh yeah, this guy won. It was cool for him."
I'm in the cage. Everybody, eyes on me. This is Dax. I'm in the cage.
How is
And,
this?
Enclosure.
So we also know.
Question?
Oh. I, Jack, have a question. We know this is
Okay.
this is like framed as Darren's scene as well. So like, I want to know what Darren's doing at this point.
Mhm.
I think at this point, he's like behind the scenes at this point. He's the one who is. Okay. The last scene that I had was a little bit of confusion. Are we still doing a fake black lion, or are we using the
I think
real
this
lion
is the
who's bad?
this is the real bummed lion.
Okay.
Oh, did we
Well,
switch at the
no,
last minute?
Yeah,
We're using the
okay.
sad lion
yeah. I
that
actually.
hates boots.
The conflict was we're still using the black lion, but the sad lion is there as a complication.
Oh, like he's hanging out.
Right, yeah. Okay. I was just getting that clear for myself. But regardless, I think that, he's setting the lion up. He's making sure the mane is tight. He got some, like, general, leopard
Doing some
hair
spot
tips.
spray paints.
Yeah. Just doing some touch-ups with, like, a smaller paintbrush, airbrush works, but you got to get the details in. Wow, really? Don't do that.
Response.
No, you gotta stay still. I have to paint you. Stop it. I have to paint you.
Perfect. I love it so much.
What a silly meow. That cat has such a silly meow.
Bonjour.
I know. Yeah, but I think that he's trying to he trusts Dax. Dax is center stage here, but backstage is just as important. Crew is just as important.
100%.
Crew with it. Okay.
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 We cut back outside to Dax doing the Hugh Jackman's
You
The
all
Greatest Showman.
I am Dax Leopard, the leopard shepherd. The most famous, popular, coolest zookeeper at the zoo.
Hooray!
And I've got a special
goes the
guest.
crowd.
Thank you. I got a special guest with me today.
Hi, it's John from Bluff City Tribune.
Oh, it's John from Bluff City Tribune. Yeah, question. Yeah.
I just wanted to check that. Could you talk a bit about the safety measures that are in place for this
Yes,
interaction
absolutely.
today?
I have a very commanding presence with the cats.
That's it.
Yeah. What else? These are incredibly intelligent cats. They're great cats, says it right up on the marquee.
There's a sprinkler system in case of fires.
There's a sprinkler system in case of fires. There's emergency exits. And we did do with our winner, we did do an intensive cat behavioral training session.
Good enough for me.
Thank you, Jack from the Bye. What is it?
My
What kind
name's
of Bye
John,
Tribune?
and I'm from the Bluff City Tribune.
Bluff City
Tribune.
Okay, and now I'm bringing out Mr. Drumroll, please. What's your name? What are we calling you?
Francois.
This is Mr. Francois.
Bonus.
Thomas Francois.
Bonus.
Bonus. Francois bonus.
Bonjour. Yes, it's me.
Okay, and you are going to want to make a little bit of noise to let the cats know you're here.
Hello. Hi.
A little bit more noise.
Hi. I'm sorry about what I did.
What is that? Wait, sorry, what? What did you do?
I'm too. Don't worry. I thought maybe if I apologize.
Oh, he's just sorry. Canadians are very polite. It's fine. They're, always apologizing for stuff.
I'm sorry about your wife.
No, you don't have to apologize.
Boots, the other lion, is there staring at you, trying to attempt to make eye contact.
I'm just like staring at the floor and apologizing.
Okay, so Thomas Francois bonus. Do you want to give this lion a hug? This is the famous New Mexican black lion.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Here we go.
I'll give this lion a hug.
Darren, cue the second lion. Give it a pep talk.
You see Darren's, you know how zoos have those like fake walls in the back?
Oh, where it's
and
like
there's usually like a
these are rushes.
Darren like pokes his head out between two like rocks or whatever and is like, sick shirt, bro. To Boots.
Thank you.
Like,
Thanks.
tosses like it's like a God, what is it? It's like a parchment paper. You know how when you go to the deli, you get like deli deli meats like like wrapped up.
Yeah.
And he just like tosses one of those out like halfway between you and the backstage area. And then a lion like comes sulking out towards this like
A fake lion, right?
cut ham.
We do have a second lion here. This is unplanned. It's everybody stay calm.
Oh,
Everything
no.
will be fine.
Oh God, who's that?
Just keep hugging and petting the famous New Mexican black lion, please.
Yep. Yes. I'm
Yes.
Francois, and I feel great about this situation. I'm a little
We're
frightened
gonna-
of the other lion, the New Mexican
Everybody
lion, and the
Everybody
one.
in the audience, give a little cheer. The cats love the noise.
Hooray!
Very cool. And the lion who recognizes Jack, recognizes Boots' bonus.
This is the fake.
knows.
This is the fake lion, right, or the real
No,
lion?
you're hugging the fake lion. The real lion is now headed towards you.
Okay.
It recognizes you
Oh my God.
and knows exactly what you did to his wife. And he's going to try to attack. He's not happy with you.
Oh
And
no!
he jumps on you and he's roaring and he goes in for a bite and I go, "Chip, chip, chip, lion." And the lion looks at me and then looks back and then gives you a hug.
The lion gives me a hug. The lion
Yeah.
who I did dirty.
Well, he's listening to me. He doesn't like it.
Oh, so he's still, and the
Lion, chip, chip.
I think.
So the lion's
Yeah,
like side-eyeing Boots as he like gets his head on his shoulder. Just
Yeah.
like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
He like hisses in your ear, you know?
Yeah, he does. He does a deep low growl.
Lions hiss.
If you've ever picked
Know
up a
what they're
cat,
known for, certainly.
if you've ever picked up a cat that doesn't like to be picked up, and it's just like, it's like that, like in your ear, but it's a lion doing it.
Wait,
This is all scientifically accurate for sure.
Yeah,
which dice is good or bad again? Black is bad.
black is bad.
black is bad.
Is there a die in play?
I'm deciding.
The
Because I'm,
crowd
like,
is just
trying to.
going wild, right? Or are
Yeah, they're
they?
going wild.
Yeah.
Thomas Francois bonus. Do you want to give the new lion a hug? This lion seems to be warming up to you.
No.
No, you want to keep hugging the famous New Mexican black lion, everybody. Let's hear it.
Yep. 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 Mm-hmm. 100. Yep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your wife.
Let's give it up for Canadians, everybody. Okay. Thomas Francois bonus, you can head back to your seat. Lion, sit.
The attack. You forgot the attack, bro.
No, the attack already happened. We did that. That already happened.
It did.
Yeah, the lion was going to attack him, and then I did a hit, and then he gave him a hug instead.
Okay.
Do we want to rewind? Do we want to focus more on the attack?
No.
Do you want the lion to have knocked him down and then lick his face instead?
No. It was
We
a
could do
stupid
that.
plan executed to perfection. The crowd was tense, and then the tense moment passed. It's weird because I don't know how to read bad and good here, right? I feel like it should be like a black tie and like, the bridge is still burned between you and this lion. But I don't know if that counts as like what this game is.
Well, you did resolve, right?
That's, I mean, that's a failure for Boots, right? Like Boots went in there. Boots wants the lion to forgive him.
Right.
And that hasn't happened.
I've not been forgiven by the lion. No.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah.
But
for the
Allie,
wife and all.
Allie, Darren wants to get away with cutting corners.
Right. Oh, that need isn't also mine?
Oh, I guess you have both of these. So I guess you're
Yeah.
deciding which one of these is more happening.
Okay.
It's me, Dax. Which one is more happening?
Okay. Because I feel like as far as my desire to get away with cutting quarters goes, the hitch went off perfectly. But the guilt that I do not have the respect of this lion still leads me to being unable to feel that this is a victory.
Right.
Because I felt I understood that lion's true emotion.
Yeah, lion hates you.
Yeah, that lion hates you.
Well, hates Boots.
Hates Boots.
As soon as it looked in your eyes, it knew what you did.
Uh-huh.
It knew long before that, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the fool you are declined to make material rewards, instead opting for a toothless apology.
Which was very nearly a toothful retribution. Okay, so what do we I'm trying to think. What is the next onion layer of this fiasco that we need to peel away?
I mean, you could still. So you have you can still go try to get that other lion.
I don't think that I don't know that I was never on team steal the lion. I was on team engineer the lion to come here.
Well, whatever. Or you could do more intern stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see Neva. And I am gonna frame this scene and have someone pick from me. We have just delivered a press conference in the Peacock Park where I, stood in the wings while Neva talked about the exciting. I mean, actually, let's just zoom in there, right? This is the press conference.
The press conference
following the lion attack.
The prevented lion attack.
Yes. I think you're giving this, Neva. Because I don't want to go out there and be like, it's me, Francois.
Although we could retroactively say you were wearing like one of those clay face kits with like the chin bit and the nose bit and whatever, but that's whatever.
Groucho Marx sunglasses or
that's a little
glasses.
too obvious. It was an
People don't know Canadians in Bluff City.
Plan executed to perfection. I don't think it can involve Groucho Marx glasses.
Oh, it was a stupid plan executed.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, we could have him wearing Clay like one of those weird acts during the last bit of.
Yeah.
No, I'm not making. Never mind. I was going to reference something and then I decided it's not worth it.
So I think at this point, Never has like cut and put together the video of the incident, and she like put probably like I imagined her during that scene like with her phone out, like probably searching for like audio network songs that sound like Lion King songs to like put over it, and only like half paying attention while she's holding her camera up. So I imagine that's the kind of video that came out of it. It's just like most of the actual noise from the scene is like really muddled and confusing, but it's just like this blasting, inspirational, like.
It's a song called "The Sound of the Wild."
Yes, yeah, and so she's holding this press conference to like discuss. Oh, look at this thing. It could have been really bad, but our trained professionals, we have the best people in the business working for us. And even when it appears that there is danger, there is no actual danger because our staff are trained to de-escalate any possible hostile situation. A wild animal is still a wild animal, but when you get the right people working with them, you can really accomplish anything.
Never?
Yes?
Can we wrap this up soon? There's something that I need to address.
Sure. Are there any questions?
Yeah. Where did the second lion come from?
That was a new acquisition. One that is still undergoing a lot of training, still getting used to the environment. We didn't want to debut them yet. We wanted to make a bit of an affair out of their debut next week. But the people who attended got a little sneak preview of what we've got in store at the Bluff City Zoo for everyone.
Hey, are we good? Are we good? Can we?
We're good. Yeah, they're the groundskeepers are going to hand out some cafe vouchers and let's talk. What's up?
Hi, it's Sarah from Bluff City Middle School. What's your favorite animal in the zoo?
My favorite animals. My favorite animals are the sneezing monkeys, which were recently discovered. They're one of the peak attendance draws to the zoo. You should absolutely check them out. There is a
Why do they sneeze?
Because their noses are upturned in a way that collects rainwater, and then when it rains, they have to sneeze it off.
Why don't you get them hats?
Because monkeys don't like wearing hats. They don't really understand that a hat can frame your features in a very flattering way or can provide other functions other than fashion, but mostly fashion. They don't understand fashion.
I'm writing all of this down on a notepad.
Hi, this is Richard from Bluff City Bi-Monthly Weekly.
Yes?
I ain't never heard of a sneezing monkey.
That's because they're new. They discovered them in like 2010. They announced the discovery in 2011. We're very lucky to have them. Only a handful of zoos in the entire world have sneezing monkeys. They're often known as snub-nosed monkeys. You can find out more at the Snub-Nosed Monkey Pavilion. Thank you.
Are we good here? Never?
I think Never leaves the stage.
Just walks
or
up.
the whatever, the not stage, the place. Just okay, we're done. Yeah.
Okay, remember when I arrived and you let me trumpet that big project to, make that lion sale to Trenton Zoo?
Mm-hmm.
I remember how proud I was of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a tragedy.
I don't think so, because they gave us full price.
I'm sure they did. That probably makes it worse, if I'm honest. Never.
Uh-huh.
Look, I Googled lions the other day, right, for the first time properly.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never Googled them before. I just sort of thought about a lion abstractly.
Mm-hmm.
But they pair for life. Never. And we got that lion's wife sent to Trenton. That was me. I did that. And it's been weighing on... And maybe that's what today was about, really? You saw how it looked at me. Did you see how it looked at me?
No. It just looked like a lion to me. Are you sure this is a thing?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because, you see, nature documentaries and stuff where, an old lion gets really shitty, and then a new hot young lion comes up and, kicks him out. And then the lady lions seem okay with that.
No, this lion has been disappointed. That's clear. That much is clear.
Boots, are you maybe projecting onto the lion because you feel a little guilty?
Well, of course I feel guilty. We separated them. I separated them. And Dax also got involved.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get it back?
We don't have the money to buy it back, really.
Well, can we just say no deal? No deal. The lion comes back.
Well, it's been a little while, hasn't it? I don't know that there was a contract of sale, but I don't think there's anything in it about lion marriage sanctity. I don't think that was... I can have the lawyer take another look, but...
I don't know if I can continue to intern here. Never. If I know that the separation of those lions is on my conscience.
Okay,
And we can't sell the other lion, because then we've got no lions anymore.
That's true.
Except the New Mexican ones. And, you know.
They're fake.
Well, I didn't say that.
Well, but a lion isn't a leopard, and a leopard isn't a lion.
You know?
Look, it's, you gotta do a lot of things to preserve a zoo and to make it in the contemporary zoo economy. And sometimes you just look the other way, and there's no such thing as a black lion. I don't think there is. I've heard of white lions.
Boots has just gone white. My faith in the sanctity of the zoo has been shattered twice today.
Well, it's it's a zoo. It's not a church.
But maybe it should be.
No, it absolutely shouldn't.
Maybe we have a responsibility.
What?
Maybe
to be a church?
Look, all sorts of things can be churches. I've just been thinking a lot. I nearly was killed by a lion today. I'm doing a lot of thinking.
You weren't. It was fine. Do you want a couple days off? I can get you a cafe voucher.
I'm a bit worried about the health status of the cafe, if I'm honest.
It's fine. Everything just comes out of a box. It's okay. I think you need some matcha. I think when you get some matcha, matcha is very healthful. It's very good for health and guilt reduction. And
okay,
I think if we get you some of that, we also have been working on, and by working, I mean shipping in little macarons with tiger stripes. They're very fun.
I'll take some. I'll take some of those.
Yeah. It'll make you feel better.
What kind of a dice am I getting?
You get to pick that.
No, I framed
no.
the scene.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize that nobody gave you a die. I think that was a white.
Yeah, I feel like Boots is having a real crisis of zoo faith, but I feel like Never is kind of just being like, I mean, is it a white though? Is the thing, right? Like, I don't feel like this conversation has actually. I mean, you're assigning it to me, but like, I don't know whether or not this conversation has instilled.
I mean, it's one of
Boots
those
with
things where
confidence.
if the die you get feels wrong, then we just do this scene a little more until it feels right, or like we figure out.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. It feels to me like you're calling yourself to action, which I would put as a white. And if you want to do the scene a little bit more to make it feel like that, then yeah.
Yeah. Can I interject with like an idea, or do you guys want to?
No, go ahead.
Because I feel like, I mean, now that you've like confessed yourself, maybe that you can like try to get Never to kind of leverage the new press to get the line back, or like try to get closer to your goal, or
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That tracks with a white. Okay. Look, Never. People liked what happened today, right?
Quite a lot, yes.
And they liked that because of the lions.
Yes. Mostly yes. I think it would have worked with a leopard. People like big cats. They don't really care about the specifics.
Okay. I know what I need to do. I'm going to
That's
leak to the
good.
press that the lions were separated.
Why?
Because then there'll be a great upswell of public support, and they'll put the pressure on people like you to get the lion back.
Okay, I don't love pressure. Pressure doesn't buy lions.
Right, but enough people will be you've got eyes on you now. Miss Watson-Wiley. Don't you think it's an opportunity to do something good with that? To make something right?
Okay. What if you can, make a petition or one of those things?
I'll make a petition. I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. If you do that, but just kind of like direct most of your ire and stuff at the Trenton Zoo and make it seem like they shouldn't have bought the lion.
Well, but we were the ones who sold it to them.
Yes, but we're in a position of duress. Do you understand? You know what I mean? We are in a position where we have to do things that are maybe not ideal because we have to feed the other animals and continue providing a certain standard of care for them, because we don't want to be one of those back alley zoos that just puts everyone in a box and takes 2 bits a gander from the locals.
So we're gonna put the screws on. We're gonna put the screws on Trenton.
Put the screws on Trenton. If you get Trenton to cave to social media pressure, even if they just want to, air quotes, loan the lion back to us temporarily, that's still a foot in the door, isn't it?
That is still a foot in the door.
Still a foot in the door.
Okay, I feel like we've upgraded the plan to blackmail Trenton, and that's definitely a white dice. So now it's Janine.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is an angle that Never, I want to carry this on, because I think this is an angle that Never hadn't considered in terms of PR. She has mostly been focused on how to inflate the Bluff City Zoo's profile. She has not considered deflating another zoo's profile.
This is the... Oh, I know what this is. This is that roller coaster tycoon thing you posted in the Bluff City chat, right?
Yes.
Which I will just...
If everyone dies in the other park, it's fine.
I will just find now. Was this before or after the male chef Thanksgiving, Janine? Oh, I found
this was
it.
before. Yeah.
While playing Roller Coaster Tycoon one time, I remember that I was tasked with the mission of getting a higher approval rating than the park next door. Rather than make my park better, I instead built a roller coaster that launched people at 100 miles an hour into my rival's park. Since technically those people died in my rival's park, their approval rating would plummet and people would rush to my park and straight onto my death coaster, which only caused their rating to drop lower and lower. I did this for an hour until the game said I'd won. So Neva's now just like, Trenton.
Mm-hmm.
What if we kill people in their park?
Okay, well, not that. I think the extrapolation I'm going to make of that roller coaster plan is that I think never. I think that. Okay, so these macarons that they're getting shipped in, I imagine are specifically targeted towards zoos. I imagine every fucking zoo is going to have these tiger stripe macarons if they can just buy them and stock them, because it's an easy sell. People love macarons, they love tigers. Boom.
Yeah, I've
done.
never been to a zoo that did have macarons.
You can sell each one for like $2 a cookie. It's a whole thing. So I imagine that Never gets this idea that she is going to covertly go to the Trenton Zoo with like a sort of a platter, like a sample platter of macarons, but they're old. Like she's left them out on the counter for a while, like in the back. She's probably left them on the fridge, on top of the fridge for a while. So they got like warm and like stale and kind of like you know when baked goods get like not moist but wet?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if macarons can do that, but
I hate it.
These ones do. They do it. Maybe she like sprayed them with a water bottle or something to get that texture. So they still look, I mean, they look bad, but they're free and they're on a little plate that says free samples. And I think Never Watson-Wiley like drives out to the Trenton Zoo, and then who would she trust this to? No one here. I think she gets someone off of Fiverr or something.
Dax and Darren are not a.
Oh, I know how to put any cookie anywhere.
Yeah. You need to put a cookie somewhere?
I think the thing, actually, okay, here's what happens. I think she hires someone to set the cookies up. To like leave them somewhere where it looks kind of official, like free samples of our new tiger macarons. Yum yum. And
not a suspicious card, is
like
it?
a loose end.
Then I think she sends Dax to, well, actually Dax would okay, so she gives Dax, she takes Dax's phone at some point and like plugs in one of her fake social media accounts that she likes stuff with, and then sends Dax to go to Trenton Zoo and take pictures of their macarons and do like hashtag Trenton Zoo, hashtag Tiger Macaron Day, hashtag questionable, whatever, and like post a bunch of pictures of these like gross looking macarons. And then I think she gives Darren another social media account, like another fake social media account, and has him post pictures of the good macarons at Bluff City Zoo to be like at
it's like a fairly benign
Zoogoer 28. Look at these ones, they're way better.
You know what's real good at that zoo full of exotic animals? I love that sort of crunchy cake they have.
It's like you know I had to do it to them pose, but like it's just Darren seeing the like Peacock Park, like standing in front of the beautiful view of the lake and the peacocks, and it's gorgeous, and he's just like standing there with two peacock macarons and like a smile on his face, as like the tweets is all lowercase, and it says, "Yo, come through, dot 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 dot, macaroons," and then it's like a bunch of candy emoji, and then a tiger emoji.
Oh my
Perfect.
god. Incredible.
What kind of
Mhm.
dice is this?
I think this is a white dice. I think this is going perfectly.
You think this works?
How could this go wrong?
You get caught by Trenton Zoo management.
I'm like hesitant to put Trenton on screen, like directly. Like I there's something nice about like we just hear about people driving out there and leaving macarons.
You just like see a tweet that has Trenton like as the like geotag thing on it or whatever. And it's like, well, it says Trenton right there.
Maybe
Says it on there.
maybe you get a call from someone in Trenton. Like your phone rings and they're like, "Is this Miss Watson-Wiley?"
Yes, how can I help you?
I've been hearing about your macarons.
They're very good.
Yes,
Very fresh.
a new addition.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Interesting. Well, it's been good to call. I'm a little disappointed by these measures, Miss Watson-Wiley.
Do you not like macarons?
I'm
If
disappointed.
you have a food allergy, we're able to accommodate. Not all food allergies, because there's almond flour in macarons, but certain food allergies we can certainly.
I have not tried them. I just think it's striking. Don't you think it's striking? One plate of macarons. One plate of macarons in Bluff City. One plate of macarons in Trenton. What do you
We
suppose the
don't keep
difference
our
could be?
macarons on plates. We keep them in a display case,
Oh,
so
I'm
that
sure
people
you
can
do.
choose the one that they would like to purchase.
I'm sure you do.
We do gift boxes for friends.
What's this about?
You called me.
Yes,
I would say it's about macarons.
Well, always nice to check in with a smaller zoo. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you make many good macaron sales.
Thanks.
And there's just like a moment of silence on the phone, and then it hangs up. And I think this is still white, right? Because like what we wanted was to antagonize Trenton,
Mhm.
and Trenton was like, "Yeah, okay,
Also, it doesn't matter what Trenton thinks.
sure,
That's what
absolutely." Well, we kind of
Yeah.
want
The only thing that matters is the soch.
we want the Soch, and we also want the land.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
But the soch is how we get to the lion.
Yeah.
First, you get the soch.
Then you get
Then
the lion's
you get the
wife.
cookies. Then you get the lion.
Okay. Keith.
Okay, I'm doing a scene with is this there's still one more round after this, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing a scene. It's me and Darren.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hero now, and so I'm gonna set up my exhibit, and I think that Never
Cool.
Watson-Wiley finds us building the new Dax Leopard exhibit. And I guess we're hammering something. Like, I don't know if it's totally clear if it's effective. Yeah, I'm sure that we like at least have like a square of wood that we've hammered into place or something. Do we need glass for this? Should I put holes in? Do we need glass, or like what sort of for the enclosure? What sort of I guess I'm not dangerous, right? So I guess it could be more like a peacock thing. We could just build a low wall and I could be inside it.
You're not dangerous.
No, I'm not dangerous. So
You want people walking up to you though? Because
I don't want
glass
them,
is like exclusive.
I don't want them getting in my face, but like a little wall will do it, right? Do you think some punk kid will try to mess with me?
Oh, you
Because
should
I'll
do
take
what
him
we-
out. I guess I am dangerous. Shit.
Yo, can you swim?
Yeah, heck yeah, I can swim.
Of course you
Fucking
can
hell
swim,
yes, I
bro.
can swim.
Of course you can swim, bro. We can do like one of those half
Junior varsity
walls.
diving team, bro. Did you know that about me?
I'm sorry. Are you building yourself an enclosure?
Yeah, I figured that like we put out the hero video. I saved that Canadian dude. And so people are gonna want to come to the zoo and see me. So I am setting myself up a little exhibit.
Yeah, the animal trainer.
Animal trainer exhibit.
Look at him.
Yeah. Dax, leopard, the
Okay.
hero, cat.
Okay.
wrangler.
Okay. All right. I need to talk to the administrator about this, but just out of curiosity, what kind of food would you like? Would you like raw fish? Would you like raw beef? Would you like some pumpkins and various fruits and vegetables?
Fruits is good. The
Um,
raw stuff I'm a little iffy on unless you give me like what I need to do to make a fire.
Do you give the big cats what they need to make a fire to cook their dinners?
No, they don't have opposable thumbs. They don't need, and also raw food is totally fine for them.
Maybe it's fine for you
Do
too.
you know
if you're living in a
anything
zoo.
about animals? Excuse me, though.
Yo, Dax, you're getting a little heat. Just calm
Sorry,
down.
no, sorry.
Not
I guess I'm just
everyone
getting
knows
pumped for the
animals like you
exhibit.
do.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know a lot about animals. I do know a lot about zoos and what goes in them.
Like animal trainers. He's gonna take the shrimp, by the
there's
way.
animal trainers in any zoo. Wait, I'm gonna take what?
The shrimp. It's
Raw
cocktail
shrimp?
shrimp,
Is it
bro.
meat?
It's
Raw shrimp?
No.
Oh, I'll have shrimp then.
Yeah, fruit and shrimp.
I'll get
You're gonna
two
eat a
orders of
bucket
the
of
fruit.
shrimp every day and nothing else?
A whole bucket. No, I'll have like a one bucket of shrimp and then a half bucket of fruit.
Yeah.
Or no, I'll take a whole bucket of fruit, stay healthy, half bucket of shrimp.
Okay.
You're tall, bro.
Thanks.
There is also the matter that we do not provide uniforms for animals in the exhibits, so you're going to have to provide your own uniform.
I figured I would
um,
just like whip out what I got in my closet and like show off the different styles of Dax.
Uh-huh.
What if we like bedazzled his uniform vest so people would know that he's an exhibit and not
Oh,
an
and it would catch
employee?
like, people's eyes.
Right. Like all the other exhibits that we've bedazzled in the past. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Like all the exhibits that we've bedazzled
we've been bedazzling these exhibits.
for years.
What do you think gets people here? The
Yeah.
dazzle.
Why do you think the lynx is so popular? It's the smallest big cat. It's because
What?
it's covered in sequins.
Yeah, we put glitter on it.
I don't
looks
think that's safe.
It's fine.
Ask the two totally alive lynxes if it's safe.
Well, I can't because they can't talk because they're animals who live in a zoo. Unlike you.
Then look at the two totally living lynxes that it's safe.
Mm.
starting to become very frustrating to me. I am like a famous hero. Why do you not want this?
He's been in the newspaper twice.
I've been in the newspaper 2 times now. That's more than you.
Technically, you've only been in 1.5 because you were sharing that one article with me. And actually, I would say that you've been in a total of 1 time because this current instance was also shared with Francoise, whoever the hell that name was.
God, I just like am like being
Wait,
so
so-
chafed by your jealousy here. I'm being so chafed by this. It's been so long.
Don't chafe my dude.
Don't chafe me, dude. Oh boy, I'm being so chafed by this jealousy.
Yeah, take a walk. Take a walk. Just take a walk.
Yeah.
This is-
Okay,
you can't
now-
rile him up. He's an exhibit now.
I have never met someone that makes me sneeze like you do.
that's what my ex-husband said. Anyway, here's my real problem with this. People are going to come to the zoo and they are going to want to see you, Dax. They are going to want to see you. They're going to want to see you in action, though. And if you were in an enclosure all to yourself, they're not going to see that. They're going to see you reading Men's Fitness or whatever it is that you read. They're not going to see you in your element.
Put like a cat in here with me. And then it's
Yeah.
like the lion tamer in his natural environment.
Oh, that's perfect.
What's
Okay,
the,
but the lion already has a habitat, so why don't you just go there?
But that's the lion exhibit, and we need like a Dax exhibit featuring like a serval.
A what?
A serval.
Oh, like the cat, like the little yes.
Yeah, or like a caracol.
Well, then why don't you go into that enclosure?
Let's build a stage.
That's the
Let's build a stage for Dax.
Let's
And we'll bring the
build-
animals here.
yeah, whatever gets me like I'm ready for the spotlight is what I'm saying. I'm ready for it. I feel like I've been on the bench in the backgrounds. I'm ready for the spotlight. I'm doing it. I am unchaffable.
So this is a black die? It's very Fiasco to have a character basically be like, I feel amazing and everything's going to go great, and that be a negative response. So this is a black die for you, Keith.
Listen, that's fine. All I'm saying, Miss Never Ever Watson-Wiles. Put this zoo on the map. Human exhibit. Hero. I'm a hero. I'm waiting on my $500,000 too, by the way, from that video.
We don't make money on those even a little bit.
What?
Uh-huh.
No, we did that for $500,000 each.
Who
Yeah.
told you that?
It's the math that me and Darren came up with.
Yeah.
Me and Dee did that math.
I don't go to you guys for math. I don't know many people who do.
Well, we know math and we know that we're owed $1 million. So build $1 million stage.
Okay, all right. You give me you show me your work, as the teachers would say. Show me your work on that one. If you can have that on my desk. A detailed invoice, particularly with.
We
I want
set
you
up
to
the whole attack
I want
for
you to
you.
break that down for me. And
That
we
video
pay you
didn't get you $1
salary
million.
that I believe your salary. We can talk about we don't talk about a bonus at all because we're not affiliated in that way. You can talk to the manager and payroll about perhaps a bonus. It's not exactly legal for people to live on the zoo grounds.
I'll go home at night. I'm not gonna I guess I can sleep over sometimes.
Okay, well then why don't we just put a chair out for you if that's the case?
As long if you build a wall around. Listen, first human exhibit, hero exhibit. Is this
What if
not
we-
ringing any
What if
bells
we
for
give
you?
the chair that we give Safari Santa at Christmas, and you can sit there.
That's a big chair.
Oh, that's like
Yeah,
a
it's
throne, bro.
Yeah,
It's
that's like a
very
throne.
big, very comfy chair.
And you
Mhm,
said I could
mhm.
have men's fitness in there?
Yes, yeah. There's also a catheter setup if you want that, but we don't. That's not
I
mandatory.
don't
That's-
want that. No, I will just leave. Install a door in the.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll finish this.
We wanted to discourage use of bottles. It's all. That's fine if you want to just.
No, I was going to use the restroom.
Mm-hmm. That's fine too.
Yeah.
People don't like seeing. Well, it's fine for you. I was gonna say people don't like seeing Santa use the restroom, but you're just Dax, so
Right.
it's fine.
I'm just that. Oh, you're so lucky that I'm unshapeable right now.
If any of the children ask why the hero Dax is in the bathroom, we'll say that even heroes poop.
Everyone poops.
It'll be fine. Mhm.
Get me
Yeah,
the
it's a
throne.
good
I'll
life
finish my enclosure. Well, I'll make a sign.
Still want the enclosure. Okay.
Yeah, well, where else are we going to put the throne? Hero sits in
not in-
chair? That's not. I'm a star
It's good enough
attraction
for-
now.
Are you saying you're better than Santa? Because
Yes.
Santa just sits in a chair and people approach him.
It's a different
You're better than
experience.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Don't
I
be
see.
better than Santa.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
There's respect for Santa in this zoo.
But listen,
Safari Santa is an important tradition in Bluff City. Okay.
Oh god, Safari Santa's
Crucial
great.
local figure.
So is this still a black die?
I think so.
yeah, sure, yeah,
So,
right. It's a stupid thing that I'm doing, right? It's not like
Yeah.
and also you've been downgraded to like a Santa chair.
Yeah, you're not getting away with the corners that you've cut.
As opposed to hero exhibit. Which I don't think is a thing in a zoo.
no. It's the first one ever, and it's
Am
gonna crush. It is going to crush.
Okay. Right, well, there's your black die. So
Okay.
Perfect.
so we have one more round and then
Mhm.
an ending. And I'm just kind of I'm curious about timing right now. Because it's getting pretty late here, and I'm trying to balance out the thing of like it would be good to get this done in one go, but also it's 3:42 in the morning.
Mm,
And
Well,
I don't know to what extent that it can be good. I'm happy to keep going for a bit longer, but I'm curious to hear other people's thoughts here.
I feel like we're capable of wrapping this up.
Yeah, I think if any round was going to be the fastest round, I think it will be the last round.
I'm content to be brisk with this because I feel like we've hit a lot of the. I mean,
Yeah.
we even kind of did the wrong guy gets busted because we fucked up Trenton's scene.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we should probably
Hypothetically.
we should yeah. Okay, I'm happy to keep going. I just wanted to like flag up the time
Mhm.
before
Okay,
we
yeah,
went
but we
into
Yeah.
our next
Would you say we have like an hour left?
resolution.
Tighter than that, probably.
Tighter than that,
right?
because that would be sort of
Yeah.
5 in the morning.
Well, yeah, that's what that would be.
Yeah. Jack, do you want to just call it? We can do the last round, or
How long do we think it'll take us to go round?
I think that if we didn't count on hitting 45 minutes at as probably likely, then I don't think we should do it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's doable if people could be firmer and when the scene ends, I guess.
Yeah. Let's do it. And if we get to a point where where we can't, then we can't.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if we have one or two scenes left to do, we can that's the thing where scheduling almost isn't even a worry, because it's okay, we have to have a half an hour.
Yeah.
Alternatively, Yes. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, Allie.
Okay, I know exactly what my scene is going to be. I've been inspired.
Mhm.
Guilt is on Darren's conscience, obviously. And I think that he is taking Dax and also inviting Boots, but Boots can come late, to like a local, like, sort of club.
Cool.
I think there's like, so we, I live on Long Island, and we have a thing nearby called the Mile, where there's like bars that on like Saturdays they like charge a cover to get in, and then like the drinks are still really expensive, but like, you know, community college kids, like people who work in the area, still like go do that because it's a club scene in a suburb in Long Island. And I think it's kind of a similar thing where it's like a restaurant on the boardwalk does the same sort of thing, move all the tables, and it's expensive, and there's a lot of guys with frosted tips and slacks and Armani belts hanging out, loud music, and Dax is here to have a heart-to-heart with his friends. Well, Darren is here to have a heart-to-heart.
This is my favorite spot.
Yeah, I brought you here because I knew that you really liked it. Let me buy you another drink. What are you drinking, buddy?
I'm drinking one of those sparkling waters with vodka in it, like the flavored. It's like lemon, sparkling water, and vodka.
Yeah, a LaCroix shaker, bro. Nice. Let me get you another one of those. The reason I brought you here is because I have a confession to make, and I have a favor to ask of you.
Yeah, anything.
So,
Do you want a tendy? Do you want a chicken tendy?
yes, I would like one of those. But wait until you hear the news before you're offering your chicken. I don't want you to walk away from this. You know, maybe after we have this talk, you're not going to want to give me chicken anymore. I just want to clear the air. We need to be on the same page, the bro page.
Bro
you
page.
know that.
And we do the bro page sign.
Yeah,
that we have.
We both close our hands and then open them as if we were opening a book, and then we separate them and
read the
hit
first line. We put a index finger on the palm and read, bro page.
Listen, you know that lion that you've been really bummed about?
Yeah,
We're
that
trying to get
lion's
his
like
wife
wicked.
back.
Oh, great. That's awesome because that lion's like sick.
Oh, you didn't see the tweets?
Tweets? No.
Yeah, there's like a whole petition. We're trying to get that lion back.
Oh, that's awesome because like when do you remember that Canadian dude that showed up?
Yeah, I do.
When the lion looked in his eyes, he's like sick now.
Sick how? Like sick angry, or like sick like
ill, like physically ill.
Like not eating, like sick?
Like sick.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, this is killing me. Don't tell me that lion's sick. Oh, we took his wife.
Yeah. Do you think we should give the lion to where his wife is so that they can be together?
No. I have an even better idea. And you know what? It's going to get you that exhibit. You have a throne now, right?
Yeah.
I think that when you bring the lion back, we should do like a vow renewal. So I can make amends with this lion. I gotta make it right with this lion. I don't know how. I was gonna bring him a cake. Boots wouldn't let me
lions are fucking mad sentimental.
Hi, it's pretty loud in here, isn't it?
I think he would really. Yeah, man, it's sick, right?
Yeah. What was that about? A vow?
Oh, hey, Boots.
We're marrying we're gonna renew the vows of the lions.
When we get the lion back. This is how we're going to make amends.
That Canadian guy made the lion real sick. I don't know. There was something fucked up in his eyes or something.
Make material amends.
Yo, this is the Canadian.
Oh, dude, that was you? That's what I thought. I was like, why didn't he show up? Because that was supposed to be your thing. But there was some guy named Thomas
No, it's fine.
Francois bonus.
That was look. I'm just glad that we're gonna make the Lions be together again, and that there can be some kind of. I mean, mostly for me.
Sorry, wrong one.
Mostly for me, beyond the Lions, because it's been weighing on my conscience, and it's really loud in here. Isn't it?
You're right, man. This is beyond the Lions. This is about all of us.
Right.
You're the smartest dude that we know.
Yo, what phone you got on you?
Do you have a 10S?
No. Why? Can I go?
Yeah, let's all go.
You
I
wanna
finished
hang
my
out?
tendies. Oh yeah, you can have. I left one. Yeah, there's one tendy, and you can have it. Yeah,
Bro, thank you, man. Thank you.
honey mustard, man.
Yeah, let's go plan a lion wedding.
That's a
I
positive.
already have notes for that, by the way, just because I was just thinking about it one day. All right, I think that's it for the scene. Right, we should.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah, I feel that's a net positive. That worked out. That worked out just fantastic. I feel. Okay, I would like a scene with. I would like a scene with Dax.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
And I am going to frame this scene so someone else can,
You.
Actually, you know what? I am going to resolve this scene. Someone
Okay.
else can frame it. It can have Dax in. It can have anybody in.
I think that you have us meet somewhere quiet. I don't know what the meeting's about, but I think that you take us to maybe like a cafe bookstore, or a bookstore's cafe.
Why are
And
we?
it might, I think it's what's that?
Why are we meeting?
Let's see. I think that we've got to plan the wedding.
I mean, is it a? Okay, sure.
Or we've got to plan. Maybe we've got to plan the. I don't know. Does anybody else have any ideas for why we're meeting? It was Jack's idea, but he's not allowed to say.
It doesn't. I don't have to be seeing Dax as the other thing. We can just frame another. We can just frame a completely different scene.
It seems like maybe you'd be trying to close the deal on the whole lion.
That's what I was
return
thinking. Yeah.
Thing.
So is Never there as well? Like how is this closing? In what situation is this closing happening?
I think, or maybe Boots and Dax are just like happen to be like having lunch and like talking about like this whole lion wedding thing, and never finds out that like the petition pressure worked.
Oh yeah.
And that they're going to loan the lion back.
And comes to the restaurant or to the bookstore cafe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Never. Hi, Miss Watson-Wiley. Please sit down.
I'm so glad I found you. I'm so glad. I don't want to sit down. I'm not going to stay here. So good
It's
news.
so quiet in here.
So good news.
What? Yeah. What?
The good news is the Trenton Zoo sent me a vaguely cryptic but mostly reassuring text message saying that they were going to loan the lioness back to us temporarily.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Mostly because the internet is very mad at them, and
Okay.
it's making them quite uncomfortable.
No, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So we're looking to have her back. It should be about. Well, there was some bartering about the details, but next Thursday, I think, is the date we're aiming for.
So
And,
that's when we can set the date, right, Dex?
Yeah, for the sacrament.
What?
Sacrament.
Are we
We're
still
performing.
having this conversation about how the zoo should be a church?
Oh, no. I want to apologize about that. I was really in a place that day.
That's fair.
And I know it was
We all-
unprofessional, and I hope you won't mark me, because my teachers, they say that I have a tendency to get overinvested in a thing to my detriment, and to its detriment, But I feel really happy that we're going to have this lion wedding.
Yeah. Do you not think that that making the zoo a church would be actually a good idea for the wedding?
No, no. So that's something else I wanted to run past you, Neva. We're going to kind of renew... Dax and Darren and I were talking, and we're going to kind of renew the vows of the lion.
Okay. How do you renew a thing that doesn't exist?
Well, they're married. They're married for life, and so
Uh-huh.
obviously they will.
Yeah,
want
I feel
to
like we talked
reaffirm
about
that
this.
vow in the holy sacrament of marriage,
Uh-huh.
and then I take out a gold cross and I kiss it.
Okay. Do you know if the male lion is still wearing his wedding ring?
They don't have fingers like that.
No, they don't have...
God, do you
They
not
don't-
know anything about animals? I feel like every time we talk,
No, Dax.
you have no idea what you're talking about. No, it's just
Dax,
keeps
she's
chasing
making
me.
fun of
Okay.
us.
Can you produce the original license?
There's
or
no-
perhaps if there was a guest book?
Never.
No, I have
wedding.
one. No, I
Perhaps the lion's parent signed.
I have their original
Wishing them
license. Yeah,
well. Also, some kind of if there's a gift registry.
there's
they
not
have
a gift
made?
registry. They don't do like that, but I do have the original marriage license. Yeah,
Okay, can you produce that for me?
yeah, sure. I'm gonna have a copy on me. Do you want it?
Yes, that would be
Really, this is kind of
confusing and
surprising to me.
fantastic. Yes.
Why do you think I would have let? If they weren't married, I wouldn't have let you talk me into renewing the vows. Or did Darren talk me into that?
I don't think it was
Anyway, if they
anybody
weren't
here.
married, we would do a marriage, not a renewal of vows. Here's the
So
marriage
that-
license.
Uh-huh.
It's not,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Is it actually what Keith wanted? Is it actually? Is it just? What is it?
It's a marriage license. It looks official to you. There we go.
I will remind everybody that Dax and Darren's additional detail is we need to get away with cutting corners, says the man producing a fully authentic lion marriage license. Boots doesn't really know how to respond to this. Boots went into this conversation being like, Never is being condescending towards Dax about a lion wedding, but also kind of knows that a lion wedding is really only there to salve Boots' conscience rather than anything else. And is now just kind of blown away by the arrival of a lion marriage certificate. Dax, why do you have a marriage certificate?
Because I made them get married. Or, well, they wanted it. So I facilitated.
And you didn't think to mention this when we sold one of them to Trent?
It took. Do you not remember how much convincing it took?
It did take quite a lot of convincing, actually, now that I remember it. There was quite a lot of convincing there.
Yeah. It was like, we need the money. We got to feed the other animals. And I was like, no, you don't understand. This is going to really hurt them.
Look, Never, we have a wedding certificate. And think about the publicity. This is legit. I mean, you know.
People do like dog weddings.
Yeah, and this is lions are way bigger than dogs.
Yeah.
Mhm. You can put more clothes on them. It's just surface area. That's just math.
I would not recommend putting clothes on the lion.
Do you want a wedding or not, Dax?
I'm just saying, listen, if you want to put clothes on them, you can put clothes on them.
That's not my job. That's the hero's job.
I'm not putting clothes on these lions. I won't do it.
And then just
Put
like
a
a...
veil. A
Here's the
veil
thing,
at a
I
top.
could do
a
it.
veil in one of those like fake shirt fronts that you tuck into your pants. What about that?
No,
I could
no,
do-
because at that point it's kind of tawdry.
I could do a veil and a bow tie.
I'll settle for yes. We just need people to know it's a wedding and not like a christening or anything.
Okay, this is a
Do you
hard
not know about
success.
christenings either? God.
I know what a christening is.
Like,
I'm
how
just,
did you even get into that newspaper article?
Yeah, that's a white dice. I get to resolve that. That's a white dice, and that went really well. I didn't think that we had a wedding certificate for these lions.
Wow, I can't believe there's only black dice left. That sucks.
Yeah, that's not good for me and Key. That's quite bad, in fact. So I guess it actually doesn't matter if I establish a scene versus
No, it doesn't
resolving
matter.
a scene. So I think this scene I'm going to do is I think never I think Never asks Darren to come to the Peacock supply building / office where she does her like sit down work, because she has to draft up this sort of semi-public wedding invitation for these lions. And, you know, she just wants another set of eyes on it. But also Dax is being quite aggro lately. So, Darren, as someone who is close to the topic, but also sufficiently removed, I think she would think is a better design resource. So I was thinking of using... you know, because we're posting this socially, we're not actually sending out wedding invitations because we can't send them to the entire town because we have very little money still. This has not resolved our money issues at all. And I don't really know how we're going to feed this lion. We'll make it work because we believe in animal care greatly. But we're just going to post these invitations on Twitter. So we're not going to do any foil or any like textured paper.
Make one of those gifts. You want me to bling it? It'll be great. I could put a cross that's like dazzling. I could put a guy dancing. We could put flames all over it. It'll be sick.
This is getting increasingly blasphemous in a way that I wasn't expecting.
Flames of love.
Okay. Is that a song you like? Is that a thing?
No, it's the passion of love between two lions. What are you talking about? Have
Okay.
you ever made an invitation before?
Yes.
Okay, I was out of line. I'm sorry. That was out of line. I'm just saying. It's the passion of love between the two lions.
Okay, I asked you, I mostly just wanted your opinion on if you thought the white was too much, if I should do like an off-white, because it's a renewal and not like a wedding, you know?
Kind of a Miss Manners thing.
Yeah.
Well, the lion has been a bride before. So
yeah,
maybe
that's
the
why I'm thinking the
off-white.
off-white.
Yeah.
Do they have any, do we know if they have any family?
Well, okay, so this is where it gets a little complicated. Okay, so, you know, there's the lions. They were married. They have kind of like a, I think, you know, the leopard with the like clipped ear.
Yeah.
You know, I think that they haven't had a kid yet, but I'm pretty sure that they were gonna have that lion be the godmother once they had their firstborn. But you know, they got separated and it's a whole thing. So they should be involved.
I don't know that counts.
Godmother counts. If that, you know, if somebody
hypothetical okay.
Well, you know, they were gonna have the kid and then they got separated. Also, I can bring some of the. I don't know that I'm gonna bring the hippo. The hippo can eat. The lion's probably, the hippo's mouth is kind of big. I could bring over some of the. I forgot it. Of course. The peccaries. I could put. We can get a peccary ring bearer. You just put little backpacks on those things and
The peccary?
no, me and Dax, they see the relationship me and Dax have. They're cool. Me and Dax let them hang out all the time, just so we can hang out, you know.
Well,
Well, we
guys
only have
could
the
just go to
one.
the cafe if you wanted to hang out.
Well, we want to watch Netflix while we're working, and we only have the one account.
Oh my god.
So I have this like pocket projector, and then we put it on the wall. Oh, we should do that for the wedding. Do you want me to get some flames for the?
The passion of love between two lads. Oh my god. Presumably there's a whole fucking zoo's worth of employees in this story, and we've just been focusing on these 4 losers.
Oh god. I think Never's just like, at this point, it is just like a lot of sitting with her mouth open and nodding and being like, okay. I need to make I have to make a phone call. Thanks so much for your help.
You have my number. I'm just right here. You could talk to me.
Yes, I certainly could. Okay, you go see how Dax is doing.
Okay, I'll report back. I'll text you.
You don't need to.
I'll text you. And then he walked out and closes the door.
Never puts her phone on Do Not Disturb.
So it was pointed out in the chat, and I checked the rules. This final dice is actually wild.
Great.
Damn it.
I didn't say during the scene because it wouldn't have made any difference.
No,
For
it makes no
Janine.
difference to me.
Right.
But yeah. Sorry, Janine.
I'm glad because that means that gives us an option to have a really nice wedding if that's how it ends up going. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the wedding, right? We're all gonna do the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's the wedding, right? But I feel like we should take the time to establish the wedding. You know.
What about it?
I feel like so. Who comes and is this well attended? Is there an entourage from Trenton like angrily bringing a lion? Like I want a picture of this lion vow renewal.
Well, okay. So I'll hit all those beats right now, right? Okay. So here you go. Wedding is open to the public. It's inside one of the enclosures. It's it's me as the I'm officiating the wedding. I am wearing a sleeveless tuxedo.
Bro.
I think that we've got the lion and his best man, which is one of the leopards.
Dressed up as a New Mexican black lion?
No, regular leopard.
Okay.
They go back.
Back to basics.
Mm-hmm. We've got the folks from Trenton bring back the lioness and walk her down the aisle like it's like they're her father. You know how that happens at weddings. They deliver they've got to put on a good face. There's tons of people here.
But they're mad, right?
They're mad. They don't like that this is happening. They don't like that we strong-armed them into doing this. They don't like that that we're getting all the good press and they got all the bad press. But they've got to smile for the cameras or they will get hit even worse.
Oh yeah.
So they're delivering the lion as part of the ceremony. We've got that clipped ear leopard as the maid of honor. We've got a peccary ring bearer. So I think it's me, Darren, Boots, and inside the enclosure, Never. Do you want to be inside the enclosure?
Not particularly.
Okay. Neither does Boots, but I'm insisting.
Everybody's favorite Canadian.
Are you yourself, or are you being the Canadian?
No, I'm being me. I'm being myself.
Okay. And then outside the enclosure with Never is like as many the zoo's worth of people. Like it's like as if everybody that could be in the zoo was all here. And
I mean,
we are
being
gathered.
real. If
What's
I was at a zoo, I'm being real. If I was at a zoo and they said the lions are renewing their
Time
vows,
for the lions to renew their
I would.
vows. Yeah,
I
totally.
would.
This is hyper clickable. We are gathered here today to witness the renewal of holy matrimony between these two beautiful lions who were parted and are now rejoined. If everybody could please be quiet, they will now deliver vows to each other that they wrote themselves. It was beautiful, and Peccary, please come here.
Trot, 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 trot. Peccary just goes wandering off into the corner of the cage and starts like chewing on some foliage.
I take a ring and I just sort of hold it up to the lion, and she eats it because it's a treat just shaped like a ring. I now reaffirm you as lions and lions. You may kiss the cat.
Hooray!
Woo! Everybody make noise. They love it. Let's do it.
It has some of those sprinklers. You know, that's
Wait.
like
Douse them with the sprinklers?
no. Darren has like those 4th of July like sprinklers where you light them
the,
up
like-
and then, like little
The sparklers.
the sparkler.
Not the sprinklers that like shoot water.
You know, the 4th of July sprinklers.
I was wondering if that was a callback to the safety sprinklers because there was fire on the wall.
Does anybody? Oh yeah, we're all standing in front of like burning flames, and it just says in text underneath. It says what it was, the passion of two lions' love. What was it?
The fiery passion between two lions? What was
the
it?
fiery passion between two lions.
The
Does
important
anybody
thing
have
is-
something to say to bless these two's union?
Um,
Darren needs to trigger his playlist. It's like wedding reception playlist, please, God.
I do have something to say, and I cannot express the way that seeing these two lions reunited by words, and then I believe in a thing called love kicks on behind her.
Perfect.
And that song is the loudest song in the world. And he
lions
starts
both
like a
jump.
dance number. He's doing the Just Dance 4 hard mode choreography.
All of the big cats are watching like super intently. This now like rapidly flailing arms and legs like it's a toy that someone is jiggling.
I have something to say.
Oh, Mr. Boots.
I don't really know what we accomplished here today. But I
Boots.
feel yeah.
Look into the lion's eyes and say this. Get close. Look into his eyes.
I'm doing okay. Okay. He doesn't look super happy. What do I have to say?
I don't know. What did you have to say? You started something. I interrupted.
Oh, I was talking to the crowd.
Yeah, but now say it to the lion.
Speak from your heart.
Speak from your heart.
Make
It doesn't have to
amends.
be to the lion. They don't know what you're saying. So just say what you're gonna say.
Please don't eat me. Please don't eat me. Please don't eat me because I sent your wife to Trenton. Please don't. Okay, thank you.
He puts a paw on your shoulder.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's very gentle. It's a loving paw.
Is that what it
The
means?
crowd.
He knows what you've done.
Gently puts Boots' head in his mouth. Gently.
You can see.
The crowd is applauding at this point.
Like tears rolling down. What is Never doing? Like Boots looks up from the lion's big proud eyes and sees Never. Like what is happening outside the enclosure?
I think so. She's in the crowd, right? And I imagine there is someone. I'm so strongly picturing someone standing behind her who, whenever it gets to the song gets to the chorus, and the guy sings "Listen to the rhythm of my heart" or whatever.
Mhm.
When he sings "Heart," someone behind her just screams "Lion," Cliffy B style.
Wait, what's Cliffy B
You
style?
know what Cliffy B style is.
No,
he
I
did a
don't.
tweet and it
You know,
was
it's a-
bad. I
It's
think
a fun karaoke joke. You don't remember
Oh,
that?
right.
fun karaoke bit.
Trick. His
Thank you.
trick that he taught us.
He
Uh,
called it a trick.
He called it a trick.
It was a
Yeah,
fun
what
karaoke trick.
Right.
Oh, God.
I think Never is in her head completing Boots's credit internship review.
Incredible. Oh, man.
Heart of ice.
So, Keith, would you say this is a black die or a white die?
Hey, I set the scene up.
Oh.
This is a white die, right? This actually, we kind of nailed it, right?
I think it
feel like
depends on who, but for Dax, it's certainly white, right?
I think it's white
Yeah.
for Boots. Boots was like,
I think it's I think it's white for
Boots'
me and
college
Boots.
credits.
it's not or it is?
Technically, this technically fulfills. I mean, the scene went the way that Dax
Mhm.
wanted it,
Yeah.
and then it also fulfilled the needs to get respect from the one who left.
Yeah. Boots
Which is
does not
both.
need to pass this class.
It's both Boots and Darren.
Let me actually generate you a white die then, so it's not confusing.
Okay.
Boop.
And then we're just gonna put this over here in the corner. Peeking.
The curse of it going, that would have been the point at which, Dax was
You need-
eaten by the lion, right?
You need to give me access to this one die.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That's okay.
This one. So I have to figure out which I should just copied and pasted is what I should have done.
That's fine.
There we go. All players.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we have played the 2 acts of the Fiasco. I don't think I
Yeah.
anticipated it ending with a lion wedding when we
I
began.
don't think any of us did.
I did. I had it written down.
Yeah, if we check Keith's notes, it just says lion wedding.
Lion wedding. Goals, lion wedding.
I believe in a
We
thing
have to
called
roll
love.
Our
Yeah, we do. I'm just going to bring up the aftermath thing and read through it for the benefit of the listener. Let's see. Okay. Here's a bunch of tables. I've got those open in another tab. Okay, here we Oh, this is interesting. It says, at the end of Act 2, you'll have a modest pile of dice in front of you, including all the dice allocated to your character from both acts. Roll your dice, and then add all the black dice together and all the white dice together, and then subtract the higher from the lower. You should have about twice as many before, because you keep the dice you were allocated during the first act. So let's just roll these.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm 6 white.
Okay. It does say here, note that if you ended up with the game's final die and it was decided that it was the opposite color, you can ignore that now. Other than choosing the outcome for the final scene, this choice has no effect. You don't have to remember that a white die is actually black when rolling the aftermath. I don't super understand that.
So does that mean that I'm rolling 2 black and 2 white still?
I think, isn't that just a way of saying that it's wild? If you were assigned the last die, you get to ignore whatever color it is.
Yeah, I think they're saying like if you had physical dice
Oh, right.
and you had a black die and changed it.
I see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. Okay. So
So,
I'm 5
5.
black.
You're 5 black.
Jack, you and I are both 6 white.
Keith and I are both 6 white. Allie?
I'm 3 black.
Okay, so we want to get, it says here, the aftermath chart will give you your marching orders for the game's finale. Black results are generally physical, and white results are generally social, mental, or emotional. You really, really don't want those dice to cancel each other out. The further from 0 your final result, the happier the ending. At this point, the game enters the final phase, the aftermath. So, let me bring this up on the screen so that the stream can see. You can see here that we have black high and white high aftermaths that run from 0, the worst thing in the universe. This probably doesn't include death, since death would be way better than whatever this is, right up to black 13 plus, awesome, insanely great. Aftermath white high, 0, the worst thing in the universe, to white 13 plus, fan-fucking-tastic. So, let's go around, starting with Allie, I guess.
Okay, so I have I have black 5.
So
right?
yeah. So what we
I
do?
can read it.
Yeah, but I was just going to describe the montage as well. But like,
Okay.
so we play the aftermath as a montage with one "this is" statement per die associated with our character, and then we have no dice. The game is over.
Okay, wait, we don't go like die by die, right? It's just
You describe what aftermath you have, and then once we know, let's say what aftermaths we have, and then go around die by die, putting things in, because that'll let us.
He's doing one
Yeah.
for 4 rounds. Got it. Okay.
One sentence starting with "this is," as in like I think like this is what happens to so and so.
okay, but it's based off of the black 5
Yes.
rough thing.
Yeah. We're just starting with reading the aftermaths.
Okay.
The text.
Yeah. So, black 5 rough. You're getting whipped like a rented mule for starters. And you'll remember this episode for all of your diminished days. The lesson you learned will be profound, lingering, and painful. So I think Darren gets like caught in the zoo system. He was really surprised that the second successful scam that he got away with did not make a second $1 million for the zoo. And he tries to get to manager, he tries to get an exhibit himself, and he never quite gets there. He's like a supervisor for years and years, and I think he's like, but that wedding went so well. I don't understand why I'm not being appreciated the way that I should be.
Damn. Is that one of your dice? Or do we want to specifically see?
I think you put them back in the middle, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one at a time as you describe bits about your character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but it keeps going back to black 5?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, we're just like we're just using
That's
it
your
as like
bracket, but it's multiple little scenes. Little vineyard.
Oh, okay.
So I got white 6, right, Keith?
Yeah.
It is too late for me to do math, so I really appreciate you doing that for me.
Yeah, no worries.
White 6. This says weak. Sure, this is Boots bonus. Hey, you're busted, beat, and broke down, but at least you've learned a lesson about human greed and frailty, right? It'll serve you well in prison, which is where you are probably headed. I don't think Boots is headed to prison, but I think that Boots is. I think we see Boots finishing his stint in the zoo, his internship, and he shakes Neva by the hands, and he goes and gives Dax and Darren a hug, and gets back on a bus into Bluff City proper. And we just sort of see him looking out of the window of the bus as the zoo kind of recedes, and he keeps thinking to himself like, "Man, I nearly got eaten by a lion."
I have a black 3, which is harsh, shit in a bag harsh, a lifetime of medication harsh, a big black cloud of hurt is going to rain all over you. The things you need to happen are not going to. Simple as that. So I think this is, never has seen boots off, and it's kind of back to business as usual at the zoo. But it is just like that bullshit has emboldened everyone at the zoo, has emboldened all of the keepers to do some bullshit that she is just kind of stuck facilitating. So there is a lot of her being like head down at the desk while like the lemur keeper comes in and is like, what if we did like a lemur summer camp and people could come see the lemurs making crafts. It's not in the summer. And she's just like, yeah, okay. You need to provide the macaroni and the glue, but yeah, sure, whatever.
Just like completely broken down by it.
Yeah, just like, yeah, people will click anything, whatever.
I also got white 6, which is weak. And I think the first thing that happens is the lions get a divorce.
Oh my god.
There's something about
what did we do all this for?
We thought that it was going to take, and lions they made forever, but that like there's just something about having been at another zoo. It just the smells were wrong, and
a lot of pressure on a young couple.
It just couldn't last. Yeah, it just couldn't last.
Long distance relationships are hard, and reuniting doesn't make it better.
Especially if you're a lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I think what's happening to Darren? I think Darren gets transferred to Trenton Zoo.
Oh my god.
And it's like, what do you mean? I worked here forever. My mom lives 3 blocks away. Like, I need to work at the zoo. I've given my life to the zoo. And it's like, no, you're good at your job. And, we have this relationship with Trenton that you helped facilitate it. So now you have to go transfer to the zoo. We have an agreement now. And it's, it's not the life that he wanted. It's a long commute.
Boots is researching sneezing monkeys months later on his computer in his bedroom. And he looks up a picture of one of the sneezing monkeys. And the reality of what was going on dawns on him, which I don't think it did at any point during the game. And he just goes, oh! And just feels this like degree of like what's the word? Slight distance from shame of his part in the complicity. That's what I'm looking for in the sneezing monkey scam.
I think this the scene is I think the scene is the zoo gets some fresh blood in, like part of the moving stuff around is like part of they move some people to Trenton and some people from Trenton move in. And there are some like very, very smart zoologists in that group, very smart like biologists and stuff in that group. And they're also like quite young and quite like attentive. So they follow the zoo's social media and stuff, and they catch on to the monkey stuff, and they're like, that's not what these are. And then they start going back through the archives and being like, all of this stuff is fake and nonsense. What are you doing? And I think like the owners are maybe content to look the other way as long as like she was getting traffic, which was arguable. But it is a situation where like there is some heat to do things right. In addition to the heat of like everyone trying to do their own weird bullshit projects. So this is like them bringing in a new social media person to quote unquote work alongside Never.
And essentially functionally act as her replacement.
It's probably one of those like training your replacement things.
Yeah. Cool. That didn't work out great with Boots.
No.
Nobody cares about the hero exhibit.
Oh no.
It looks really cool, and I really thought that like this was my time to shine. But the only people that ever showed by were punk kids trying to mess with me, and I let him get to me, and I'd like yell at them, and sometimes I would scare them like more than you're allowed to scare kids. I think people were like, oh, you know, we thought that Dax was like funny and kind of charming, but like he's scaring kids now, and it's bad.
I think that Darren tries to put together like a hobby sort of YouTube wedding marriages channel. And he puts out ads in the paper, and he makes tweets, and he has a Facebook group, and he's like, first it's like, I'll be a animal wedding organizer, but you have to let me record it to put on my channel. And then that doesn't really get a lot of bites. So he like goes to dog parks and like tries to like convince people, we're at the park, it's just going to take 5 minutes, I just have to take this video, and it doesn't really get off the ground. And I think he's really bummed because he, thought that he had, a talent for animal weddings. And also he's really confused why he hasn't gotten $1 million yet from having a good online video.
Boots gets his grades, his internship report through, and his professor, the supervisor, is not happy. I don't know what's sort of the gist of what Never wrote in the report, Janine.
Probably like lets other zoo employees get him caught up in absurd schemes rather than doing assigned work. Like needs heavy management probably is a big thing there. Like is not independent, is not a self-starter.
Yeah, and I think Boots hears all that and hears it secondhand from his professor, and does not feel good about that situation. Also, I love the fact that this professor would have received a report from a zoo that featured the words "lets employees get him into absurd schemes," which would just be an incredible thing to receive from a zoo. I guess like the professor also heard about the lion wedding. Because, like, is a resident of Bluff City and maybe lives nearby the zoo, which just makes it all the more bitter for Boots, I think.
Yeah. I think that eventually Never is let go from the zoo because her replacement is sufficiently trained up. So she's no longer really needed there, especially because like the zoo, that probably helped the zoo temporarily. I don't know if it helped it long term. So it's not like they're in a position where they need a whole social media fleet. So I think Never gets a job, I guess doing social media stuff for one of the casinos, which is, I imagine, a lot less exciting and interesting than doing zoo stuff where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna post this video of these baby animals and like post this video of these kids learning how to, draw penguins or whatever. Instead, it's just like free shrimp Fridays today, Friday, get them. So I imagine that's like deeply unfulfilling in a way that underscores maybe how much she liked the zoo work, but didn't appreciate it properly with all her lying and stuff.
She liked those lion weddings.
I think with Darren working at Trenton, I think they see each other less and less, and the commute is rough, and it's just like not as much fun of a zoo, and they just start drifting apart, and maybe eventually they're not even best friends.
So it happens. It's tough commuting an hour to go play Just Dance.
Yeah, it's tough commuting an hour. I have Let's Dance at home. I can see your scores online.
Will you still FaceTime me?
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Okay. Is there something special about the final die?
It's just the last thing we hear of this character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that Darren's budding he's like a budding interest in animal weddings does start to take off a little bit. There is a kind of local school that had chicks that they were taking care of, and then when the chicks grew up, they brought the chickens back to school to have a wedding, and that was like his first big break, and sort of he had a really good year of putting animal weddings together. And then it comes out that the lion wedding was a fake, all of the scandal about Bluff City Zoo, and he's attached to that. So
wait, the lion wedding wasn't a fake?
Wait, wasn't there bad press about the lion wedding?
Well, there was the divorce.
There was the
Right,
divorce.
there was a divorce. Okay. I think like the zoo being like caught up in all of that stuff still,
Right, there is definitely
the
other
public?
fake stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, his lion wedding license gets taken away. So his last dream is dashed in that way.
Boots goes to visit the zoo as a punter. And the leopards have had their
Sorry, as a what?
as a punter, as like
Like you kick a football?
no, like a paying guest. And
I'm not the only one that didn't get that, right? We all didn't get that.
I also didn't know.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
it's like a British slang for like person who pays, person who pays to go do a thing. They're not like
Punter, punter.
Like a customer is what you mean.
Yeah, but like a customer who
No, I like the football thing more.
he goes there as a punter. And he sees these New Mexican lions that have had their coats, which are were just fur coats, right? With manes sewed on.
Coats.
They are, they are not wearing those anymore. And there are 2 separate lion pens, one with the lioness and one with the lion in. And I think that we last see Boots, still in his impermeable, kind of just like leaning against the wall of the lion's pen and kind of looking inside, and the lion looking back at him, and there sort of being like just a glimmer of cold recognition in both of these characters' eyes.
I think the last we see of Never Watson-Wiley is she is standing in front of a very large aquarium at the casino. And she is looking at the fish, and she's looking at her phone, and she's trying. She feels like the easy answer is what it was before, which is to find a fish that was newly discovered that people might find interesting. If there's some kind of like fun gimmick, like sneezing, people love animals that sneeze, so like people. But there isn't really there's no like sneezing fish, and there's also just like a lot of fish that get discovered because the ocean is big and we don't know shit about it, and it's all just very overwhelming. So I think the last we see of Never Watson-Wiley is her staying in front of this aquarium with her phone, and somewhere nearby there's a tourist who's like they dropped their phone on the casino floor, and they broke it, and they're really upset and they're freaking out, and Never like turns and walks towards them and just like hands them her phone, like takes the SIM card out and just hands them her phone, and then leaves the casino. I should move my die.
Dax is on the run because he was talking to the rest of the big cats and thought maybe they should be reintroduced to the wild. This zoo is no place for animals anymore. They don't deserve to be here. It's time to let them go. And the police did not think that was a very good idea. And he has skipped town for now.
What's the last thing we see of him?
He makes it to his favorite spot on the boardwalk to get a large order of his favorite chicken tendies with honey mustard. And he's wearing Groucho Marx glasses, and he boards a bus with a one-way ticket.
Going anywhere.
Anywhere. What do you got? What's the farthest I can get with $18?
Across town, like
To DC, maybe?
Well, we made a zoo. We put it through some times. And we all ended a little sad. And some of us ended a lot sad. Waves continue to beat against the shore of Bluff City. And things are still pretty messed up in that zoo. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out to this live show. I know it was long, and I know it was a complete fiasco in every respect. But I really appreciate it.
late title card. Complete fiasco.
Late title card, complete fiasco. Behold in the chat says, Jesse M in the chat says, "We failed a zoo." That's the title. I'm Jake DeKeat. You can find me on Twitter at NotQuiteReal and buy any of the music featured on the show at notquitereal.bandcamp.com. Who else is here?
I'm here. I'm Alicia Acampora. You can find me at Ali_West on Twitter.com. You can also find Friends_Table on Twitter.com. That is the show. This was really fun. We're a little behind on lives. I think we should be doing another one soonish, maybe. There's a game that I want to play that also has a complicated character building system and depends on dice for a bunch of shit. So maybe we'll be back with that soonish.
I'm Janine Hawkins. I'm at Bleating Heart on Twitter.
I'm Keith J. Carberry. You can find me on Twitter at Keith J. Carberry. You can find the Let's Plays that I do at youtube.com/runbutton. We just started doing Mario Galaxy, and we also just started a new way of picking our Patreon exclusive Let's Play, which is Run Button Pilot Week. Kyle and I are each picking one.
That's such a good idea.
We're each doing picking one game that we want to maybe do, playing one episode of it, releasing it to everybody, and then at the end, patrons can vote on which one they want to see.
Wow, that's phenomenal. And that's on your YouTube that we can see those
That's
pilots?
on our YouTube, yeah. youtube.com/runbutton. We uploaded Spyro Reignited, which we're probably going to do Year of the Dragon for, although we could end up doing any of the three. And then upcoming is also Hitman 2, the 2018 Hitman.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, so we've got that one. We've also got the Rare Replay Collection, and then we've got 3 more that we have yet to record. So those are
that's
Spyro's
really
up
exciting.
here coming up.
I'm suddenly excited about pilots of video game LPs, which is a thing I didn't know one could be excited about.
Yeah, we didn't know it
It's a
until we had the
concept
idea
that I
a couple
think
weeks
you
ago.
invented.
Yeah, we've invented a couple of the whole Let's Play, the entire series of a long ass thing. We invented that too.
Oh,
Mario, Sonic, you invented both of those. I don't know where your money is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean the Sonic thing for real. I'm pretty sure that no one had ever done anything like that when we did that. Pretty sure.
No one's ever
I'm
married
pretty sure.
two
If
lions.
somebody wants to prove me wrong, then at me on Twitter. But
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I'm going to fall asleep at me dang desk.
Mhm.
Bye.
I will see you all
Bye.
soon. Bye.